Archangel Michael warns, this very day was set by God for you. Ignoring this message will erase everything he planned. My child, my beloved, there is something you must understand before this day slips away. Heaven is not whispering, heaven is calling your name. In the divine calendar, there is a holy spot marked just for you. I, Archangel Michael, was sent to watch over it until now. But I have to talk now, because the scroll that was open for your future might close and never open again if you walk by this message. Or even if your spirit turns away for a moment, there is a reason you are receiving these words, my child, my beloved. God's timing is not random, and divine alignment is not a mistake. It was planned before you started crying. Last week, before you were confused. Before someone you trusted kept quiet and before your life changed in a way that this moment was written in the sky in gold ink a long time before you felt the pain you carry. Made you feel like you could not stand it. God has seen everything, and still he didn't talk to you directly until now. That alone should show you how important this is. Do not blink again, my child or beloved. Make this promise to yourself. I will not scroll past the miracle meant for me. Because the thing you prayed for is getting closer than you think. But heaven's rules are very strict. It's possible for that protection to end if you turn away now. Even though God releases things with one hand, this is not a scary warning. People should be warned like this to protect lives, futures, and legacies. God doesn't forget what they did to you, my child and beloved. Whenever you felt like giving up, every tear you shed alone, every prayer you whispered when you weren't sure anyone was listening, and every moment you felt like giving up, are all written down in a file. People saw the betrayal you went through. In heaven, God put them there not to punish you, but to make up for what you did. That file wasn't open until today. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. It's now, but only for a short time. Please hold on a moment, my child, my beloved. Feel this? Your eyes are getting a little wider and your heart is beating a little faster. That isn't a mistake. That's your soul responding to something in heaven. That is written in your DNA. This message was always meant for you to find, but only if you were ready. That's the sign that you are. Now, pay close attention. A divine transaction is being set up in your name, but it won't happen until you fully understand, believe, and act on it right away. My child, my beloved, I need to ask you something before I tell you what God asked me to tell you for a short time. Will you let your faith be stronger than your fears? Right now, before we go any further, I want you to answer in faith. Type Amen in the comments if your spirit says yes, This is not to be seen. This is how you align. You are telling heaven, I am here. But if you choose doubt and say, maybe, later, what I have in my hands will disappear and I won't be able to show it to you again, you already subscribe to a lot of things in life, including pain, patterns, and pressure, my child, my. I am listening and I am ready to receive when you write it. Let me walk you through what's going to happen if you agree. Beloved. But what if you made the decision today to subscribe to God's divine timing? Make a promise to yourself that you will read this message all the way through before I end it. Say it out loud right now if you decide to stay. Writing I receive in the comments is fine. Don't be quiet. Not after. Here you say that you are not only hearing these words, but also letting them enter your spirit. Heaven will see that one action as a sign that you are ready, and a gate will open over your life that can't be opened any other way. It really is that strong and real. Today was not like any other sunrise. My child, my beloved, there was a circle of light around the moment in the spiritual world. The angels all knew that this was going to be another test for you. Would you see the message and scroll on, or would you see your divine window and run with faith through it? That choice is more important than you think, because this message hides a set of doors that lead to what you've been waiting for without even realizing it. Someone is trying to get in the way of what God had planned for you. My child, my beloved, I'm being honest with you. You can't always see battles. There are spiritual ones. The reason you've been tired, down, and sometimes hopeless is not that you are weak, but that the enemy of your soul has been attacking you. But that stops when you say, I accept what heaven has prepared. You turn on a power that darkness can't reach. When you say that, you might be wondering why this message is coming to you now, my child. My beloved, the truth is that your life has changed recently. Heaven got a message from a choice you made or even from pain you felt. We got that message because you are ready to hear, receive, and break through whatever has been stopping you. But being ready isn't enough on its own. You need to answer. That's why I'm here. You have to claim. My beloved child, you are about to experience something that will change your life. It won't happen next month or in 5 years. But right now, I know that you've been let down by promises in the past. I know that your heart has scars from battle. Today is different, though, because heaven isn't promising anything. It's a satisfying one, and that doesn't happen very often in life. Will you stay long enough to get what's rightfully yours? There will be a divine replacement for my child, my beloved. Things that were stolen from you will come back to you better. The person who turned you down will be replaced by someone who sees how valuable you were as clearly as God does. There will be a calling that no one can ignore that will replace the chance you missed. But I have to say this quickly and with love, you can only get what you don't give up. My beloved child, someone in your family prayed for a miracle long before you were born. And heaven wrote down that you would be that person's child who would receive it. That's why you've been fighting battles that no one can see. That's why you felt pressure that other people didn't get. You carry a spiritual inheritance with you. And today it is being given to those who open the door. I'd like to take a moment to talk to you directly. Today isn't like any other day for you. Today is one of those days that God sets aside for us before we are even born. Even though it may not seem like anything is going on, something very important is happening in your spirit. This message is not meant to scare you, it's here to wake you up. Ignoring signs doesn't change God's plan. but leaving at the wrong time can make you wait to get what you were meant to get. So don't rush. Don't go away. Stay in the present. If you are reading this right now, it means that God has still opened another door for you today. My beloved child, you are about to experience something that will change your life. It won't happen next month or in 5 years, but right now. I know that you've been let down by promises in the past. I know that your heart has scars from battle. Today is different though because heaven isn't promising anything. It's a satisfying one, and that doesn't happen very often in life. Will you stay long enough to get what's rightfully yours? There will be a divine replacement for my child, my beloved. Things that were stolen from you will be given back to you in better shape. The person who turned you down will be replaced by someone who sees how valuable you were as clearly as God does. There will be a calling that no one can ignore. That will replace the chance you missed. You can only receive what you don't leave behind, though. I have to say it again with love and urgency. My beloved child, someone in your family prayed for a miracle long before you were born. And heaven wrote down that you would be that person's child who would receive it. That's why you've been fighting battles that no one can see. That's why you felt pressure that other people didn't get. You have a spiritual inheritance that is being given to people today, but only if they open the door. Remember that person if they came to mind while you were hearing this. The very channel God is using to release breakthrough not only for them, but also through you. Maybe by sharing this message, when you share your anointing, it grows. This is more than just a message, my child and beloved. It really is an activation. Angels are setting up the people, places, and paths that are needed for what's next. As you read, but they need you to say yes. Heaven doesn't move without a deal. That's why these times are more important than you think. Your yes is more than a word. It's a key to heaven. Make use of it. If this voice and this time feel right to your spirit, you might want to subscribe. It's not out of habit. It's all in line. You can stay in touch with the prophetic flow by subscribing here. This is the time for God to talk to you. Remember something holy, my child, my beloved. God never makes a move until the first one is safe. He plans to bless. That's what He's doing now with you. This week, something was sent to destroy your peace, but He is keeping you safe by hiding you and shielding you. You're reading this instead of being stuck in that storm, which shows that it worked. There's more, my child, my beloved. There is so much more I need to tell you about this divine shift. The person being made ready for you, the location on a map that heaven has circled for your relocation, and the miracle that bears your name. But I need to take a moment to ask you something, my child, my beloved. The fact that you want to keep going is a sign from heaven. Your soul agreed to receive more and something opened. You might not be aware of it. I saw it. In the spiritual world, a gate sparkled. That means the act of delivering has begun. This isn't making things up. We call this activation. Heaven is now awake and watching to see if you will stay until the end. If you leave before the end, the blessing that is being prepared will be lost. On your list of things to worry about, my child, my beloved, I see the bills, the delays, the person who didn't say anything and left your heart hanging, and the chance that was promised but never came. It can only rest in places where people pay close attention. True. Let me talk to your heart straight. All of these were not denials. It was a divine pause, paid break sent to make a better schedule. The new thing that's going to happen to you will make you forget why you ever wanted the smaller one, but only if you let this moment sink in deeply. Please pay close attention, my child, my beloved. Someone is coming into your life who has dreamed about your name before. They have fought it because they don't know what to do with the vision they were given. But tonight, they'll finally get it. And as soon as they do, they'll start moving toward you. They will know, and so will you when they meet you. But this will only happen if you don't let your soul miss this divine confirmation. Today, my child, my beloved, I have to tell you something that most people never hear. There have been talks in heaven about you. Angels get together to confirm assignments, and your name was called out in that room. Someone asked if you were ready, but Archangel Michael defended you by saying, they have been through fire and stayed soft. They cried and kept going. They were not paid attention to, but they still loved. What else is ready if not that? Right then, the word approved for reward was written next to your name. My child, my beloved, this is where many people stop reading, and that is when the miracle is released, but not to them. It is given to the person who stays, and endures until the end of the message. You're still here. That proves you are one of the few people God calls the remnant. People like this get what other people say is impossible because you don't run away from divine encounters. That's why you're still reading. Your enemy, my child, my beloved, would love nothing more than for you to keep scrolling, stay busy, and ignore this message as just another one. But if I could open your spiritual eyes, you would see your scroll hovering in front of you. It shines and your name is written on it in the light of heaven. It has the details of the life you were supposed to live before pain made it hard to see. That scroll is opening again right now. There was a very real chance that you might have missed this. My child and beloved, this message was caught 3 times. 3 times forces tried to keep it from getting there on time. That's why you might have been scared today for no clear reason. You weren't the one causing that tension in the spirit. It came from the battle going on around you. The fight is over. Now that you've seen this, though, the favor will now begin. You are the reward for heaven's victory. I was told to tell you something very specific, my child, my beloved. You are holy for the next 3 days. Take note of what's going on around you. Listen to conversations, numbers, and signs you don't expect. A feather, a name, and a sound that keeps playing. These are not pics. Heaven uses these codes to make sure that what is going on behind the scenes is real. Do not ignore them. You're not making this change up. You feel it because you were meant to go through it. I have to tell you the truth now, my child, my beloved. Someone else planned for your life to be much harder than this. That was the plan of evil, but God turned it down. It was changed for you. Actually, you have already saved 3 big disasters by staying strong when others gave up. You just can't fully see it yet. Heaven saw that you did well on tests you didn't even know you were taking. Because of this, the reward is being released right now, not tomorrow or some other time. God is not slow, my child and beloved. He is exact. He didn't wait to make you mad. He was ready to keep you safe. The wrong people would have taken the miracle, or worse yet used it to hurt you if he had released it too soon. He hid it for you, not from you. He is moving quickly now that you have shown maturity by staying true even when you didn't understand. Things are going to speed up. A move is coming for my child, my beloved. You are being moved, whether it's in your body or in your spirit. That's why some people have started to move away. Don't go after them. They don't belong to the place you're going. People with keys you didn't know you needed are about to come into your life. The coordinates of heaven already show this change. There is no punishment in the move. The goal is preservation. This next truth may hurt, but it is holy. My child, my beloved, someone you love very much has been acting like they don't see your light. They didn't turn you down because you aren't good enough. They turned you down because your light shows how dark they are. They chose to run instead of grow, but the truth will come out. What was kept secret will be shown. God will give you the strength to either forgive and make amends or forgive and release when that happens. The money you've been worrying about, my child, my beloved, is already taken care of. I know it's hard to believe when the numbers say something different, but heaven doesn't work the way we do. Your name is written on a divine deposit. The person who is watching you right now is the carrier, but they don't know yet that God has sent them to bless you. The time will come for them to act, and when they do, it will be clear. My child, my beloved, this world teaches you to strive, hustle, and chase. But heaven teaches you to surrender, align, and let divine flow happen. You are about to enter a time when miracles happen and doors open not because you knocked, but because someone saw you standing in faith. This is a favor beyond logic, but you have to believe to receive it. And you have to keep reading until the end. There is a name and a place in the last part that will link everything together. Someone is being taken out of your life right now, my child, my beloved. They would have stopped what was coming, not because they were bad. God can see things you can't see yet. Believe the exit. Believe what you hear. Believe in the removal. There is no rejection here. It's a direction change. You'll soon realize that what felt like loss was actually the key to your legacy. Child, beloved, I say this in a soft voice. At one point in your past, you were broken in a way that no one saw. That's why joy has sometimes seemed far away, but pay attention to this. Now, divine intervention, not human words, is healing that wound. You might feel warm in your chest before this message ends. Feelings are not like that. What trauma tried to claim is touched by heaven. Your soul feels like it's waking up again. My child and beloved, now more than ever, your spirit is in line with what heaven has always known about you. We haven't forgotten about you. You're not behind. It's not too late. God put you right where you are now, reading what was written just for you. There was never a mass message. It was a secret file that was only open for your name. Something shocking is about to be told to my child, my beloved. Someone close to you will tell you something they've been hiding. It might hurt at first, but it will set you free in the end. Remember this very well when the truth comes out. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. What they say doesn't change how much you're worth. Who stays or leaves doesn't tell you how valuable you are. Believe what God said about you before you even breathed your first breath. If that truth hit you close to home, keep it safe. To remind yourself that your worth was set long before anyone tried to question it. My child and beloved, I need to tell you about the exciting plans for your family, your next steps with money, and the unexpected invitation that will arrive. Type Amen in the comments. I want to tell you more before the end of the month. But before I go on, thank you for staying, my child. My beloved, since you stayed, I can now continue to tell you what was sealed. There aren't many people who can sit still and watch glory unfold. But you have shown that you are one of them. So your blessing won't be given to just one person. It will be squished, pressed down, overflowing and full. This message is more than just words. There is a spiritual key that is being opened. And as you read, something unseen is moving in your favor. Something recently happened to my child, my beloved, that felt like rejection, but was actually a change of direction. You did not fail when you were late, when that person was quiet, or when an opportunity slipped away. You had to go a different way because the door you were knocking on was too small for what God wants to bring into your life. It would have held you back, trapped you, and kept you from following your calling. Heaven blocked it with love so that something better could find you. My beloved child, there is someone close to you who can't go with you. It could be a friend or family member. Please don't judge me. It is in line. Their words are heavy now. You feel pushed back when they're around. That's not making up stories. That's the rise of discernment in you. Believe it. Respect it. Let go with grace. Your recent dreams, even the weird ones, are not just happening for no reason. My child, my beloved, Heaven has been talking to us through signs, pieces, and spiritual language. But now things are becoming clear. Your spiritual senses will get stronger starting today. Talks, numbers, and things in nature will all show you signs. Say this in your mind. I receive the divine meaning. In order to understand things better, that is the key. Your body has been under a lot of stress lately, my child, my beloved. Fatigue that doesn't match your work, a weight that doesn't fit with your plans. A cloud over your mind, you feel antsy in your chest. These don't mean you're weak. That means there is spiritual warfare going on. Darkness tried to squeeze you down because your soul is growing, but it didn't work. The growth has started. From now on, pay attention to how your body reacts to peace. That's not making up stories. That's being present. My beloved child, there is a miracle coming from somewhere you wouldn't expect. It could be from someone you don't talk to very often, a stranger, someone you meet by chance, or a message that shows up out of the blue. They will let you know when it happens. Your spirit will soar. That's the sign. Do not wait when it comes. Take it. Act quickly because this miracle only lasts for a short time. It has divine urgency and God chose you to do it. You have been asking yourself in your heart, my child, my beloved, how much longer? God heard you. Heaven heard you. Right now, the answer is being sent. It's no longer time to wait. The big break is almost here. Get your heart ready to receive without any doubt. Don't let past delays make you doubt yourself. Delivery today, since things that take longer often come in bigger. My child, my beloved, I need to talk about a fear you don't often voice. The fear that you might have missed your chance. Stop telling that lie now. You didn't miss it. Heaven was taking care of things in your favor while you were safe. The wait wasn't a punishment, it was getting ready. What you were chasing is about to start coming toward you. Someone, my child, my beloved, is watching your life from afar and can make you feel better with just one word. They're close, but they haven't talked yet. As you read on, your spirit is drawing their attention to you. You're not being nice here. This is how you align. People are going to notice you in a way you've never felt before. You won't have to prove yourself when that time comes. They will just know. My child, my beloved, heaven purposely hid you. It felt like being turned down. It looks like not being seen, but it was for safety. Too much exposure too soon would have made the wrong hands shape you, the wrong voices drain you, and the wrong stage wear you out. You will first show this to yourself, and then to everyone else, one layer at a time and miracle by miracle. Do not think too little of what will happen in the next 24 hours. My child, my beloved, there will be a change, a name, a number, a call, or a message. It will be clear to you. When you do, take a moment to thank God before the manifestation shows up. Being thankful brings blessings closer. It makes you feel better and speeds up alignment. You were not born just to survive, my child, my beloved. You were meant to wake up. That awakening is taking place right now. That's why old wants and comforts don't fill us up. Why familiar places feel strange and why old desires feel empty. You're not hurt. You are being born again. The new you doesn't fit in the old room. So God is making a new room with a bigger table and a higher place for you. Soon the way you breathe will change. Heaven wants you to understand this, my child and beloved. It's not too late. You're not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You're on time, on purpose, and on track. And if you read this message all the way through, what you get will put an end to any doubts you have been having. Do not think too little of what will happen in the next 24 hours, my child, my beloved. There will be a change, a message, a call, a number, and a name. It will be easy to spot when it shows up. When it does, take a moment to recognize it and give thanks before the manifestation comes. That's how alignment goes faster. Being thankful makes you feel better and brings what you need closer. You were not just born to survive, my child, my beloved. It was to wake up. And that awakening is taking place right now. This is the reason why old wants and comforts don't fill you up and why places that used to feel safe now feel strange. You're not hurt. You are being born again. But the new you doesn't fit in the old body. So God is setting up a new place, a bigger table, and a higher place. Soon you'll be able to breathe the clean air at a higher elevation. Heaven asked me to make this clear to you, my child, my beloved. It's not too late. You're not behind. We haven't forgotten about you. You are right where you need to be, on time and on purpose. If you stay true to this message until the end, what you get will clear up any doubts you have been hiding. Many people will not understand what you should do next. My child, my beloved, allow them to be. You don't have to explain divine instructions. People in the crowd might not understand what God is saying, but your spirit will. Your obedience will lead you to your destiny. Be brave as you walk forward, even if you're by yourself. I know this message is long, my child and beloved. I know that life has taught you to hurry and skip over the truth. But people who dwell stay until the end, get what other people miss. If you're still reading, you are one of the holy ones who have stayed put. No system can stop these people from getting favors. What happens next is not just the end, my child, my beloved. It is a real revelation. Before I tell you, please understand this. You chose to keep going, which brought you deeper into the miracle zone, a place where time bends, answers come faster, and fates are changed. Because you stayed, not because you were perfect, but because you were my child and my beloved, I can now show you what was hidden from other people. Heaven honors those who are still alive. Now it's your turn to see something that most people can only dream of. I need to talk to you about a certain place, my child. My beloved, this isn't a sign, it's true. A new place has been set up for you that is peaceful, bright, and safe. This spot has been ready. You felt it without being able to explain it, because your spirit knows you are being called higher. Where you are now makes you feel bad. You won't have to push this move. It will happen quickly and easily. Do something when the message comes. Someone important with a real name has recently thought about you, my child and beloved. Some of them may not know you very well or have never met you, but your name has been put in their hearts by God. They are being put in place, and the move they make will help you in ways that you could never plan on your own. Keep an open mind. Expect a strange favor. My beloved child, I'm about to tell you something that not many people are ready to hear. Someone who left you is coming back, but not the way they were. The version that hurt you is being taken away. It won't be a mess when they come back. It will be clear, but you need to ask God if reconciliation is part of the next chapter or if this is the end of the last one. My child, my beloved, your life has been brought to the attention of a courtroom in heaven. The enemy tried to convince you that you weren't good enough, that you failed too often, and that you didn't qualify. But heaven did not show proof of how perfect you are. It showed your determination, your tears, and your silent prayers. The verdict has now been released. Divine compensation owed. This is not like any other event, my child and beloved. It's heaven. Because of this, it needs to be kept safe. You can't tell everyone. Some people will clap even though they hate you. Keep quiet to protect your next blessing. Enjoy life with God. Let everyone know about it only when it can't be denied. My beloved child, someone has been watching you grow. And it could be someone you don't fully trust. They used to doubt you and maybe even make fun of your faith. They now understand. They will soon have to say they were wrong. Don't try to get even. It should be clear that their approval never affected your elevation. That's a win. My child, my beloved, a divine chance is coming up soon. It might look too small, too simple, or even not important. But on the inside, there is a strange door that leads to a huge space. The person who brings it might not know how powerful it is, but you will. It will be clear to your spirit. When it comes, act quickly. Now is the time for faith and speed. Enemy tried to tell you that you were too late, too tired, too broken, or too normal. My child, my beloved, those lies were meant to make you feel small. But look at you, still here, is still there, still having faith in the spirit world. That's why you are strong. Heaven can trust a soul that doesn't want to give up. I have to tell you something, holy, my child and beloved. The pain you've been carrying around in your body is linked to a spiritual load. You were tired in part because you were carrying something that wasn't yours to hold, but God is taking it off now. You will feel lighter over the next few days. It will be easier for you to breathe. That's not making up stories. It is a divine release. I'm not done talking yet, my child. And beloved, what comes next is very important. It has to do with keeping a promise in your family tree, a breaking of a pattern, a blessing letting go. A name that is written in a spiritual book. This is how heaven is responding more clearly because you stayed. More is shown to you every moment you stay. Now I have to show you something personal that has been a part of your life for years. God says it will be healed today, and it will be healed for many generations to come. My child, my beloved, there has been a hidden struggle and a pattern that keeps happening in your family. It could look like broken hearts, lost jobs, money problems, sudden losses, quiet betrayals, or chances slipping away at the last minute. It didn't start with you, but it was right behind you. But heaven has chosen this very moment for that pattern to end. You're the one who should break it. A new beginning has begun with you. Your children and the children of your spirit will not get what starts with you. Here's where the cycle ends. Heaven has recorded every sacrifice you made, every quiet surrender, and every time you chose forgiveness over resentment. My child, my beloved. It was all taken into account. They all built up spiritual credit, which is now being released as a miracle of this generation. Something that will change your life and the lives of everyone who knows your name. You paid a price behind closed doors, and now God is getting ready to praise you in public. Your name has been written in the book of remembrance again. My child and beloved, this is where heaven keeps track of faithful people who aren't looking. Today, people not only remembered your name, they praised it. Something new was written next to it. And it will change your life for the next 7 years. Restoration, provision, and favor that opens doors no one can close for 7 years. Someone is coming to say sorry to you, my child, my beloved. You might not even want it or expect it, but they have been forced to make things right. They need release more than you do. When it does happen, pick peace over pride. Peace is the choice you make. A strong spiritual law will be activated right away. And something you have been waiting for will come to you faster than it ever could have before. A big change in money is coming your way. My child, my beloved, this is not a normal provision. This is a divine transfer. God wants to do more than just bless you. He wants to use you to set up something like a mission or a message. It will come out of the blue, and you'll know it's from God because it will bring peace instead of stress. You won't have to go after it. You will find it. My child, my beloved, God has kept you from being exposed too soon. It's why you felt like you were missed. That's why some doors didn't open straight away. That's why some people didn't pick you. In no way was it punishment. That was preservation. Exposure without preparation can ruin your fate. But the preparations are now done. The covering is coming off. Get ready to be seen, known, and pushed up. You were never meant to live in survival mode, my child, my beloved. Having a hard time, barely holding on, and always hoping. That was never the plan from the start. That was a side trip caused by pain and a lack of responsibility. The original plan is now being put back together. A plan for happiness, peace, laughter, and love. You'll laugh again, and this time you won't lose something afterward. Heaven has sent 2 angels to walk with you for the next 14 days, my child, my beloved. They will be there in a soft, but real way. You might get chills, feel calm, or know something in your spirit all of a sudden. That's them. They are here to watch over what is being planted right now. To keep the gate safe, and to make sure that no one steals the seed that is being released right now. It's time to let go of what you thought would always define you, my child and beloved. The guilt, the mistake, the loss, and the name. Heaven didn't write those things next to your name. That was never who you were. You were chosen by God. God says you are beloved. God says you're good enough. Your words must now match. Say it. I have been picked. I'm ready. I accept what heaven has set aside for me. Now put what you said into action. Write I am ready in the comments. It's not a ritual. Yes, it is agreement. Moving from a place of doubt to alignment with what has already been released is what it means. As promised, the last part of this message shows what will happen in the next 72 hours. My child and beloved, an unexpected meeting, a voice from the past that comes back to you and says something shocking. Heaven is now unlocking the last part of the scroll that was made with your name written in light because you chose to keep going. 3 movements will start around you in the next 72 hours, my child, my beloved. The first one will show up as a name that you can say remember or get sent to you. Someone from a long time ago. This is not a mistake. Either that person is being moved to give back something they have been holding on to or to fully release you. The flow starts when that tie breaks. The second will come through a chance you thought was gone. It will come back, but in a different form with more power and a better result. The mistake you thought you made is now being fixed. The door is opening again, but you will go through it in a different way this time. The third will sneak up on you. For a moment, peace will fill your body and you will often be still. Say out loud, God, I accept everything you planned for me before I was born. I'm ready. That sentence is the last sign. Someone from your past will reach out to you, my child, my beloved. Do not be afraid to listen. There is proof in what they said. Heaven has carefully planned this moment. Now, I'm going to tell you the holiest of all truths. Today, a note was written next to your name in Heaven's book. The transfer has begun. Your property has been released. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. This mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Many people will never know how close they were because they left too soon. My child and my beloved, you didn't. You stuck around. Watch out for what is being built. Talk about life, not doubt. Water, what is still coming together? It's done. What was broken is now whole again. It has been released. What was delayed, what was shut up is now open. You didn't just get words. A miracle happened to you. Say this quietly now. God, thank you. I'm ready. I'm not going to miss what you made for me because you stayed until the end, my child and beloved. I was told to give you one last outpouring. You didn't just read this message. It was written because of you. This message is meant to be personal. In order to receive what God continues to release, you must subscribe. It helps you stay in line with the prophetic promises that are coming true in your life. You now have a new name from heaven, sure thing. Not because you were perfect, but because you stayed true even though you weren't. It's important that you made it to the end. A lot of people leave when the truth hurts them, but you are responsible for being aware. Do not be afraid to take today seriously. You are safe, guided, and being watched over. Move forward now. God will not give up on you. Do one last act of agreement before you leave. You are not supporting a platform when you like this video. Instead, you are showing that you agree with it. What you just did becomes a point of contact that starts the flow of God's favor over what was spoken into your life. It should be your quiet yes to heaven. My beloved child, as this message takes its last breath, please know that nothing that was written here was written by accident. It's not by chance that you came across these words or that you stayed. Advice is often useful because it comes at the right time. This was never meant to hurry you, it was just meant to wake you up. What is meant for you is not fragile, but you need to be aware of it in order to receive it easily. How softly the next doors open depends on what you do from now on. My child, my beloved, if this message made you stop, think, or feel alert, it wasn't your imagination. That was an honor. Today is important, but don't be scared. You are safe, guided, and being watched over. Take a calm step forward. Stay in the present. Stay true to God. Before this message ends, you might want to send it to someone you care about. Heaven rewards obedience when prophetic words are released outside of ourselves. What you give in faith often comes back to you many times over. Above all else, know this: God is still working on you. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step.